Let's talk about the San Diego Padres and Bally Sports. Oh boy. If you haven't heard, there is a big old mess with Bally Sports, and it's specifically affecting the Padres right now. They're the first team. Bally or Diamond, is I guess the umbrella company over Bally. They didn't make the latest payment to the Padres. Now, part of Bally's contract is that they pay the Padres $60 million a year. They didn't make the latest, I guess, installment of that. They missed it. So that means they lose broadcast rights, and Major League Baseball has taken it over. Hooray, right? Maybe. I don't know. I mean, there's trouble for the Padres because they have like a top 5 payroll. I'm pretty sure, right? And I bet you they were real like counting on that 60 million a lot to help pay for that. So, and if I mean, not if Major League Baseball cannot bail them out, they're not going to bail them out. They're not going to be like, well, here's your 60 million from our emergency fund, which I doubt they have, to be completely honest with you, the way things sounded after the pandemic, like during and after the pandemic. So they can't bail them out. So to me, the next logical step in San Diego is a fire sale. I don't know if it's going to happen at the trade deadline. I don't know if the Padres are going to be like, we can't afford to pay these guys, so we got to offload, right? Like, got Manny Machado with a bunch of money, Fernando Tatis Jr. with a bunch of money, Xander Bogaerts with a bunch of money, Juan Soto waiting for a bunch of money. They just paid Jake Cronenworth a bunch of money. So somebody's got to go, I think. And the other thing with this is that there's no chance at pursuing Ohtani, especially if they hold on to those guys. There's no way they could pursue Ohtani. We talked last week about how the insiders and experts, I use quotes on that for those of you not watching, saying that Ohtani's going to use the Mets and the Padres to drive up the price. It's like, well, no, I mean, anybody who can is going to offer him as much money as they can. I don't think there's any driving up the price. And I think we talked a little bit about that before. But I think this eliminates San Diego from the contention. Like, there's no way that they can pursue Shohei Ohtani if they don't have TV money coming in, and MLB is owning their broadcast rights. Yes, it's great for San Diego fans. It's fantastic because that means no more blackouts, right? MLB hired Billy Chambers, who was a former executive, to come in the offseason. I think that they knew this was coming. I think they brought him in to prepare for this too. To seamlessly transition, because there was no change in the broadcast at all. It's still all the same people doing the broadcast, still all the same play-by-play color guys, everything like that. It's just that it's owned by Major League Baseball now. The broadcast rights, they have their streaming rights, all of it goes to Major League Baseball now instead of to Bally. So pretty good, I guess, for San Diego fans on the fact that they don't have blackouts anymore. Everybody can watch the games, whether you got basic cable or MLB TV or what. But also, like, the Padres are going to suffer for this, unfortunately. But along the lines of this, they're the first team to fall with this because a judge in bankruptcy court ordered Bally to pay its full contract value to the Diamondbacks, the Guardians, the Twins, and the Rangers. So there's four more teams that, yes, they're getting their money now, but how much are the Rangers relying on that money in the future? They have a lot of money tied up in Marcus Semien, not Trevor Semien, Marcus Semien, and Corey Seager, Jacob deGrom, 3 guys right there, big money contracts. And if they're not getting money from Bally next year, that could be a problem. I don't know what it's going to mean for the Rangers exactly. I don't know their financials as much, as hasn't been made as big of a deal about it as the Padres when they're signing all these guys about being in like a mid to small market. We hear a lot about the A's not wanting to spend and being cheap and everything, and being in a small market, all that. We don't hear that as much about the Rangers, although I don't know. DFW is huge, right? A lot of homes, but TV money is very important. If they're not getting it, that could be a really big deal for them. So something to keep an eye out on with the Padres and not getting their Bally money, and Major League Baseball taking over their broadcast and others. So it's an interesting time for Major League Baseball right now.